Hey guys, we're back with Daily Driven Domestics here. Got a 1968 Plymouth Satellite. Yeah, belongs to a police officer, believe it or not. See? Sniff, don't touch. He's got a jail he'll put you in. He ain't playing, he'll lock you up. Look at that. Yeah. Going to share some stories with us on how he built it and what's involved with it. There's another one there. Look. You see that? He means it. Back the blue. You've heard of thin blue line. Don't play. Come on. You got to respect them. They're just doing their job. I tell you that every day on this channel. Respect them. I mean, I've got cops that are friends, they come to my house. A couple times they came with warrants though, so they were still friends, they were just doing their job. It was petty stuff, I swear. Look guys, check it out. I mean, look at that. Well, this is Wayne, and we are at Culver's in Corton, Indiana. Like I said, this is his 68 Satellite. It's a beauty. Okay. All right, give us a rundown on your car.
I bought this car, and actually I've had it since '92, but I actually got the title in '93 off my wife's stepfather, who got the car off the people that used to babysit my daughter back in the '80s. I'm the fifth registered owner of this car, documented registered owner of this car. Like I said, I actually took possession of it in '92, but didn't get the title to '93. Drove it up into 2000 like an everyday car. Started having some issues with the cooling because it is a big block and had a small block radiator in it. I parked it for 8 years. It needed a lot of work. For 8 years I saved up. I'd buy a fender, I'd buy a quarter panel, I'd buy a part here, there. But after a little over 8 years, it went to the body shop, and after 5.5 years, this is the end product. I built it to drive it, to enjoy going to car shows and cruise-ins. It's not perfect. It's got some dings. It's got some chips.
As a domestic daily driver.
It's drove every day off I have that it's nice out. I'm in it going somewhere.
Awesome. So you got a photo album.
Yes. I've got documented the before, middle, and after. And this is pretty much what it looked like before.
You guys see that?
Took it to the body shop. It used to be white with the bench seat. And the interior was all red and maroon. I changed everything to black.
It looks better.
But, I mean, just scrolling through the book, like I said, I probably took over 500 pictures. And these are just some showing what stuff looked like before I took it apart. During, the whole car was completely disassembled, new floor pans put in, all new trunk, motor, transmission were in, everything come out of this car and was taken down to bare metal, new body parts put on and then put back together, dash, wiring harnesses, everything that I could take out of the car come out of the car. It's a low budget build, but it was done right. I didn't cut take no shortcuts or cut corners. I mean, I didn't put a lot of money in it, but like I said, I built the car to drive, and that's exactly what I'm doing. It's been done now. I got it done in 2012 is when I drove it out of the body shop, and I can't tell you how many miles I put on it since, like I said, I drive it.
So you had this, what, 10, 12 years? Over that course, you slowly put it back together?
Yeah, like I said, I spent 8 years with it buying parts, and after I had all the parts that I needed to restore it the way I wanted it, then I took it to the body shop, and it was in the body shop for just a little over 5.5 years.
Why was it in there so long?
Because I've been doing a lot of the work myself. I've got a friend, God bless his heart, he's got stage 4 cancer right now, been battling cancer. His shop's closed down now, but at the time, he had a body shop, and he he offered to help me, let me do a lot of the work myself so I could save myself money. Like I said, he did the actual welding, he did the painting, all the intricate body work. I pretty much tore it apart and put it back together.
What color would you call this?
That there, it's actually a Ford color, and it was on the 2011 Ford trucks. It's the two-tone color that was on the bottom, and it's two letters, like an XL or XD or something, but it's an actual Ford color.
Ford on a Mopar.
And I've got Ford seats. I got 69 Ford Torino GT bucket seats in it.
69 Torino.
It had a bench seat. And
But she's still powered by Dodge.
All Mopar. All Mopar.
What size is that?
It's a 440. The block is a 71. The heads are the 69 Magnum closed chambered high compression heads. This was originally a small block car, 273. We'll put the big block in it. I added the power steering and the power brakes, so in order to do that, I had to swap my upper lower radiator hoses. So it's got a early 70 model truck water pump housing, and it's got early 70 truck exhaust manifolds on it. It's a little bit of a Frankenstein. Like I said, I found what I could and built what I could.
Well, she's absolutely gorgeous. I mean, you would never know unless you sat here and did what I'm doing and asked a lot of questions.
Like I said, the motor, it's all stock except for a 6-pack cam. And everything else is pretty much all factory.
How many horsepower are we pulling? How much torque?
That I don't know. I've asked a lot of the Mopar guys, and they said some of these 440 stock back in that day were anywhere between 360, 390 horse, and then the torque was more than that. So
wow.
I couldn't honestly say.
Carbureted too.
Yep, I just actually last year just put the Edelbrock carburetor or the Edelbrock intake and the quick fuel. It's a quick fuel 650 double pumper that I put on there, and it's actually helped the performance a little bit. Run just a little bit better than I had a cast iron 67 intake, high performance intake on it, and a Holly, and I was having issues with the Holly and went to the Edelbrock and that quick fuel, and I mean it runs like a top now. I added electronic ignition as well.
Can we hear it?
Oh, sure.
Can you goose it a couple so we can go completely deaf? All right, guys. You asked. He's going to start it. And we're going to go deaf. So if you got headphones on, take them off. Seriously. Huh? Yeah, headphone warning big time. I mean, look at that. Ford gray on a Plymouth Satellite. I mean, look at that. Oh lordy, here we go. Oh yeah. Take them headphones out, seriously. He's gonna rev it up for you. Yeah. Told you, take your headphones out. Now, if you're deaf, that's not my fault. All right, guys. Look at that. I gave them a headphone warning. I told them to take it out. So if they don't do it, it ain't my fault. So have you ever chased down a bad guy in this? I gotta ask.
No.
Would you?
No, I'd be afraid to.
Afraid you'd catch him?
No, I'd be afraid I'd wreck it.
Really? So what do you think this stands up against, like, say, the new Challengers or new Chargers?
Torque-wise, there's no replacement for displacement.
Right.
Okay? But like horsepower-wise, though, some of them newer cars, man, I mean, they're cranking out some horsepower.
Well, my Dodge is pushing, what was it, 625? And I've never drove it yet. So,
I mean, you know, it
I just
depends
put that on there.
Depends on the car, the setup, the motor, the rear end, you know, does it hook up, does it not hook up? 'Cause I know I'm from Salem and the Salem Speedway. We've got to play out there a couple of times in a straight stretch, and I've been able to walk off from a couple of the newer cars out on the Speedway. So,
Like what?
mostly the newer Mustangs. I'm talking 2004 and older. With, you know, like I said, it's just
You can be
plain
modest
old.
on this channel. We're good.
Yeah.
You smoke Mustang. See, Mopar beat Mustang. Go ahead and admit it.
I've got a Mustang too, so I can't knock the Mustangs, and I drive a Chevy truck, so.
Oh wow. What is your favorite to drive? The Mustang, the Plymouth?
Oh, by far this thing.
Really? Why?
Even though it don't have air conditioning and I sweat my butt off, because it's fun to drive.
That's what it's all about. Finding it, building it, making it an extension of yourself.
Like I said, there's a lot of things. I couldn't find 68 grill or headlight bezels, so I found a 69. I made the 69 with headlight bezels.
Well, that's a Chevy, guys, in case you're wondering. For the record, he's going to the muffler shop right now. I'm just joking.
And he's burning that good gas.
Yeah. What's this run on? 89?
I put 93. It'll run on just regular unleaded, but this motor was actually rebuilt in 1986 by my my wife's stepdad. And when I restored it, when I took the motor and stuff out, it only had about 20,000 miles on it. So the heads, I had no issues with the heads, or they weren't leaking. So everything else, I took, like, replaced the valve covers, took the water pump housing off, the timing cover, the oil pan, put new oil pump on it, new fuel pump. Like I said, everything but the heads stayed on it. I mean, I took everything off but the heads. Like I said, I didn't have an issue, and I didn't want to tear into it that much because it ran fine. So like I said, I just pretty much just freshened everything up with gaskets when we had the motor out, redoing the body. And when I had it out, I had the transmission rebuilt. Like I said, just factory 727 torque flight with the B&M shift kit. And the rear end's just a standard 8 3/4 rear end with 391 gears.
Have you won any awards with this?
I've got a lot of top trophies. If you go somewhere and they do give the top 50 or 100 or something like that, and I've got a couple, when it was first done, I got a couple best paints, and I've got a couple best Mopars.
Did they know it was a Ford color?
Huh?
Did they know it was a Ford color?
I don't think so.
Well, guys, look at that. The thin blue line. I told you. See? Look.
That emblem stands for wolf hunter. Sheriff's deputies are considered wolf hunters.
Are you a wolf?
Seeking out the bad guys in the middle of the night.
How long have you been a deputy?
23 years.
23 years. Wow. They don't pay you enough.
No, I'll agree with you there.
Oh, I've said it 100,000 times a week. Well, guys, 68 Satellite. We've walked all the way around it. We've started it. We've heard her run. We've asked a million questions, even shared a photo. So leave us a comment, tell us what you think, and we're out.